afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm excited to be here. Afternoon delight. All right, Sonnies, drop everything. Fluff your lashes. Silence your text messages because it's time, boo, for the one, the only, the afternoon show where the gossip is hot and we taking takes that are even hotter. The only thing that we take seriously is being absolutely fabulous.
And ridiculous.
That is the truth. I'm your host with the most, Davey. Alongside of me is Mel. Hey, boo.
Hey.
And, of course, we got Addie pushing buttons, running back and forth.
Doing all the things.
We are the Chaos Captains, your velvet-voiced ringmasters of this glitter-drenched circus. And here's what we're diving into today. Pop Culture Thunderdome. You ready? Savannah versus St. Augustine. Who's going to win? We don't know. No mercy,
Addie,
no
I'm
filter.
cheating off you again.
I like it. Celebrity tea. We're steeping in the scandal. We're talking about some divorces in there. It's going to be interesting. And we got Addie's Reddit Rundown Report. That's the one that everybody's waiting for anyway,
Yes.
right? That's
So
the super
good.
fun one. Our girl Addie goes on a deep dive into the wilds of Reddit
And
report.
Reddit is not easy to navigate, so I don't know how she does it.
We appreciate all that she brings to the table, that's for sure. And then we're going to pivot over to Is This News, local and national edition. I don't know. You be the judge. You be the jury. Our Sonnies serve as both. Occasionally, the snarky executioner. We never know. Smash, Marry, Ghost. You know, we get weird, and that is the twist. These three names, one choice. Who gets the rose, who gets the ring, and who gets blocked? You already know. I know. We're not holding on back. We're not holding back. So grab your glitter, your group chat, and your guilty pleasures. Addie's in studio.
Yes.
Super excited. Let's dive
Producer
into...
lady with opinions. I love that.
I know. Yeah, see?
That's Addie.
Opinions that matter. This is fun. All right, let's move into the Pop Culture Thunderdome St. Augustine Savannah edition. I have M and A on my sheet today. We have a showdown of cobblestone, ghosts, and coastal charm.
Oh, don't forget, tell people about our merch shop.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. You want to help? There we go. Merch shop. Check it out. I'll put it in comments for everybody.
Check it out before you miss out.
Right.
Hey.
We already have some things that are sold out. That's crazy.
Yes.
I'm working with those vendors to try to get those things back. I want that tie-dye sweatshirt so bad. It's
Everybody
so cool.
does.
I know. All
Apparently.
right. First question. Which southern gem claims to be the oldest continually inhabited European established settlement in the U.S.? Is it A, Savannah, B, Charleston, C, St. Augustine, or D, Jamestown? Southern
C.
gem. Okay, you're saying C. C and C. C and C Music Factory.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, which famous square in Savannah was featured in the opening of Forrest Gump? Was it A, Monterey Square, B, Chippewa Square, C, Telfair Square, or D, Franklin Square?
I hate that movie.
Oh, God.
D. No. A.
A.
I'm going to say B.
Addie said A. Mel said B. Okay, next up. What pirate turned prisoner is famously rumored to haunt St. Augustine's Castillo de San Marcos? Is it A, Calico Jack, B, Captain Kidd, C, Andrew Ranson, or D, Black Caesar? Ooh, that sounds like a rapper's name. I love that.
I got this wrong because I was trying to guess on cool captain names, pirate names yesterday. So I think I'm going to go with C, Andrew Ranson.
Okay, I'm going to say D. I don't know.
You're going to say D. Okay,
I should
got
just
it
cheat
from
off
Melanie. Okay, not quite. She said C, but all right. Which city was famously
I
sparred?
can't even cheat good.
Which city was famously Which famously city spared during Sherman's march to the sea in the Civil War? Was it A, Jacksonville, B, Charleston, C, Savannah, or D, Pensacola?
Why are these quizzes getting so hard?
I mean, we're really going to learn stuff, and I think that's actually kind of neat.
The more you know with David.
I need to make a little rainbow graphic.
Yeah. Ching, ching. Yeah. All right. So which way? Jacksonville, Charleston, Savannah, or
Charleston.
Pensacola? Okay, you're saying Charleston. B.
I'm going to go with...
Maybe it's C.
I'm going to give C a shot.
Okay.
I'm totally...
Next up, the Fountain of Youth Archaeological Park is located in which historic city? Come on, guys. A, Mobile, B, Savannah, C, St. Augustine, or D, Tallahassee?
C. And those women are hilarious.
Okay. Next up, who is the real-life Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil based on? This is one of my favorites.
I don't know
A,
what this
Jim
is.
Williams, B. John Bernent, B-E-R-E-N.
Bernadette.
Brent.
Brent. It's like a bunt cake. Minerva, the voodoo queen, or D. Joe Odom.
Oh, I love this movie,
Me too.
but I don't know who.
Two tears in a bucket. Ooh.
Mother, we can't say that.
I'm going to go with C. Minerva, the voodoo queen.
I'm gonna say C.
Okay. Good luck with that. Next up, which city has
Even
the
though it's probably B.
oldest wooden schoolhouse still standing? Is it A, Savannah, B, Williamsburg, C, St. Augustine, or D, New Orleans?
C.
St. Augustine.
I feel like this is a trick question and I'm scared.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like, hey, maybe they'll miss it.
What spooky distinction do both cities, St. Augustine and Savannah, claim? A, most historic cemeteries. B, most haunted city in America. C, oldest ghost tour. Or D, oldest jail.
B.
Most haunted is Melanie. Mm-hmm. Addie, very deliberate choice here.
D.
D. Okay, oldest jail. Next
Oldest
up,
jail.
two more left. Which famous Spanish explorer founded St. Augustine in 1565? Was it A, Ponce de Leon, B, Hernando de Soto, C, Francisco Pizarro, or D, Pedro Menendez de Aviles?
Well, everything is
crap.
either Ponce de Leon or Pedro Menendez
We've
down
had
here.
this question before, and you
I think
both-
I got it wrong.
You got it wrong.
And I didn't learn a dang thing. I'm just gonna go with A.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna go
Are
with.
you sure you don't want to go with D?
Do I want to go with D? I'm gonna go with D.
So then, okay, then we'll officially know.
Coercion.
Yeah. Final answer or final question. Oh, interesting. Paula Deen made Savannah her culinary kingdom with what iconic restaurant? Was it A, The Lady and Sons, B, Magnolia Cafe, C, Riverboat Eats, and D, Bell's Bistro?
This is a good question. I've been here and I still don't know
I've
the name.
never been there.
I've been there. I went there with
I'm
Brian.
gonna call it B.
I'm gonna guess A.
Okay,
I'm gonna say
A and B. Okay, let me pull up the answer code. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
First question. The answer was C, St. Augustine. Correct by both of
Yay.
you. Next one is the answer is B, Melanie. Correct.
All right.
Chippewa Square.
Gosh darn.
Next up is the answer is C.
Go, Addie.
Andrew Ranson.
Yeehaw.
Great
I learned
job.
something from my lesson from yesterday. It
Isn't
worked
that
out.
nice? Next up, the answer is C, Savannah. Oh, Melanie, wrong.
Dang.
Jeez, you're slipping off the pop chart.
I didn't cheat off Addie.
Next up, we have number 5, which is C, St. Augustine. Both correct. Next up, 6, who is the real life Midnight in the Garden evil about, is A. Both of you wrong. Next up,
We quit.
7 is C, St. Augustine. Both correct. Next up, this is where we're starting to get tricky now, is the answer is B, most haunted history. Melanie, back on the board. This is close range.
No.
Which Spanish explorer? The answer is
Oh no, I have a bad feeling.
D, Pedro Menendez.
Yeah.
Melanie for the
Wow.
steal.
I'm never
Addie's
gonna learn.
Slipping off
I
the
don't
pop
know, but Addie
charts.
can get this one.
Last question. The answer is A, The Lady and Sons.
Addie wins.
1, 2, 3.
we're tied.
It is
Are
a
we
tie
tied?
score. That means Lightning, Thunderdome, tie score breaker. The tie score breaker question is a true or false.
Oh, I'm so scared.
This is a true or false question.
Guys in the comments, I hope you're all rooting for me.
One of our sponsors is Old Town Trolley. Is it true or false that Old Town Trolley has a Savannah tour?
True.
Tied. Okay, true or
not an
false
easy
about
question.
Old
That's like-
Town Trolley? Old Town Trolley started in Miami, Florida.
False.
True.
The answer is false. It was Key West. There it is. Mel for the win. Mel, you get a glass of wine at Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. It's your secret getaway to a fabulous time tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn. This charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream. I'm not kidding you. This is the secret getaway. It is so much fun. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems. It's a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They always have live music open from 8 to 8 during the
It really
week.
is the spot.
It really
Yeah.
is.
The
a
outside
gem.
is nice.
And even Thursday to Sunday, they're open from 1 to 7. It's amazing. Adds to the vibrant atmosphere. Takes them.
Charcuterie boards.
They have charcuterie boards for your pups. They're
Oh my
so
God.
amazing.
I mean, I imagine that if you went there and took a picture of your pup having a charcuterie, that would hit the charts on a tail wagger Tuesday.
Yeah, just saying you
Oh my
might
God.
be a wiener. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Addie's was over here jamming.
Oh, I like
while
a
you were
jam.
reading that.
I
I
like
was
a
doing
jam.
a shimmy
She's
while
doing
I
a
was
little
thinking
shimmy
about
shake.
how
I love
I
a
can have
shimmy. but
what Irving's having.
we can shimmy what Irving's having with celebrity tea, steeped in scandal, served with side-eye, and another hotter than a PR team in panic mode. We have from A-listers to Z-listers, red carpets to rehab. Who is scandaling today? We have Denise Richards.
And
And Aaron Pfeiffer's filed for divorce in Los Angeles July 7th, yesterday,
Oh my.
on citing irreconcilable differences.
How do you file on a Sunday?
Irreconcilable.
There it is. In the court documents, he states that their separation date started in July 4th, 2025. He's requesting spousal support, claiming
He
to have
is requesting spousal
Yes.
support.
claiming to have no income, and notes that Denise Richards earns over $250K a month from OnlyFans.
Okay, go home, sir.
I know. TV appearances and brand deals, etc.
But that's her money. She earned it.
He also
we're gonna
estimates
keep going.
if he was a producer, if he got her
Oh, he
glammed
might have
up,
been holding the camera.
That's what I was about to say. Is he holding the phone while she's doing?
he also estimates their combined monthly household spending is about $105K. What are they buying?
What are you buying for $105,000?
Oh, I can spend that kind of money.
I
maybe
could.
mortgage,
Clothes, rent, groceries, utilities.
groceries.
DoorDash.
Why are we renting? You don't own?
Double
I'm shocked they don't
DoorDashes?
own.
No, a lot of fancy pants people.
They rent.
They rent.
Wow.
Well, yeah, which is, you know what? That is kind of redonkulous, right? Like, you're going to live above your means. Even if you're a fancy pants person, sometimes it's like, don't live above your means. Like, own some things, build some
Yes.
foundations.
Well, Mr. Mooch wants certain assets claimed as his, such as power drills, 2018 Indian Dark Horse motorcycle, and a Ford Shelby GT 500. Is that
you
a
better-
car?
You
That's
better
a
get
car.
that
It's a
car. That's
Mustang.
not
It's
bad.
like
It's a Shelby.
special.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is interesting because he's claiming that he was like part of her, like, you know, talent to get her up and out and fabulous on the OnlyFans. I don't know what they do on that website, but obviously it's not. Is she? Is
They're
she
selling person? Oh, no.
Are they?
Well, she was on. She
Not the
did do a
purses.
stunt on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I
and
believe,
and she left.
and she left because she
But they
needed
don't pay a
money.
Well,
lot.
you don't need to be on that show if you've got a good flowing OnlyFans.
People are very successful off of
There's
the
quite
OnlyFans.
success. Have you
Yes.
seen that trend where women are like, at their giant new homes they buy, and they're like, me and my new house that 250,000 men bought me on the internet.
Right, right. I mean,
Guys, but he wants spousal support due to the
do you
disparity
think he gets
in
anything
earnings.
here?
I don't think. First of all, I don't think they were married long enough for him to get like
What's the girl's name
agreed
again?
to it.
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
She was married to Charlie Sheen back in the
Yeah,
day.
but her
Oh,
face
she
does
is
not.
cool. I like her, I think. She
I
seems
do
like a
too.
wild
Sassy,
card.
yeah.
But I wish she didn't mess with her face because now it looks really not great.
You don't care for the face?
I don't like the way she's done.
So Pfeiffer's income is none reported. Denise monthly gross again $250K.
Wait a minute.
Does he get anything? The couple has no joint minor children. This
So
is
no.
Denise's second divorce, first from Charlie Sheen.
So, like, they don't even have a kid. How does that work? I don't understand marriages, you know?
Oh.
Like,
So-
you just get money because you were married, not
It
even if
depends.
kids are there?
If there's a prenup involved, then you get what you came in the marriage with. If there's children involved, you will usually have to pay like either child support and alimony in some cases where you're paying your divorced partner.
Uh-huh.
You're paying them an amount of money because they're accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So he could get money based on the fact that he's accustomed to a certain lifestyle of being with her. However, I think maybe there's like a stipulation of a
I mean,
time
he
they were
closed
married.
his own business in 2024, according to my research.
Uh-huh.
So, like, that's like last year.
So did his business make no money?
But also, it's like you've only been making no money for like a year because you closed a business. Sounds like you should just
So it sounds
do
like
working
he
things
got into
again.
this and or maybe the conversation was, no, I'll take care of everything. I don't know, man.
And also, apparently, her earnings aren't simply from OnlyFans. They're from brand deals and
Right.
TV work. So, like, buddy.
I have an idea.
What?
Let's give him the motorcycle and let's give him the Shelby
And the power tools.
Yeah, I agree
and
with
the
that.
power tools.
He could
So,
sell that if he needs money.
excuse me, the Shelby, the Super Snake, goes for about $170K.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that's a good one. So there's a perfect thing, and then give him the motorcycle, the chopper, and he can decide if he wants to keep it or flip it. But I think there you go. That's enough
There's your
there.
monies.
Problem solved. It
Done.
should be
Because their rent is probably
I
like
mean, they've been
30
married
grand a
for
month.
6 years. So, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. That was very good. I think we cleared that up. Denise, if you're watching, you can call us for more advice. We
Yep.
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And can you teach us how to do OnlyFans so we could make some money?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. How do you even do that?
Let's get
mean,
Mel started, guys.
it would be fine.
My feet, I'll sell my feet pictures.
Exactly. All you
I
got to
got
do is
good
the feet.
my pedicurist,
But no
it's no
face.
secret on this show that she takes these glamour shots of my feet. It's
So
awesome.
can you put it on OnlyFans and make us some money, boo?
Let's try. Let's talk about who's making some money. Shocking. Back into the spotlight is Kelly Osbourne.
Oh, she got in trouble too, by the way, for her
She
mouth.
popped her mouth. Well, I felt like that was verbal diarrhea. It just fell out of her mouth. I felt bad for her in that
Wait,
moment.
what fell out of her mouth?
She completely lost her career. This was back in like
No,
Trump's first roundabout
The
on the
deportation
presidential campaign, and she was on The View. I think she was a co-host on The View.
Yes.
And they were talking about
Deportation.
obviously deportation again, and she said something like, "Who is going to clean your toilets,
Yeah.
Mr. Trump?" And she just, you could see it in the face, because she's like, "I didn't mean it. I didn't."
Whoopsie daisies.
It literally fell
all
out.
the
Sometimes
best
the
is-
fan just pops open.
Right.
But all
it just like a
all the
blouse.
hosts on that show, they all talk at one time. That was like the only time they all went, "Ee."
Oh, it was so cringe. I felt, and she literally overnight lost her career. Literally lost it. So,
Oh, I feel like it was worth it. Just from my seat
I mean,
over
maybe
here.
she wouldn't be engaged. And so this is what happened. Kelly Osbourne's engagement ring pays tribute
My face
to the
my
late
favorite.
great, my absolute favorite.
She is my favorite.
Let's take a moment of silence for Joan Rivers. Oh, I love that woman. Kelly
favorite.
Osbourne is officially engaged to Sid Wilson of Slipknot. That's a heavy metal band,
Jim
Mom.
likes them.
And the proposal was pure rock and roll romance. It happened backstage at Ozzy Osbourne's final Black Sabbath concert in Birmingham. The ring, an 18-carat. That's the one we want, 18K. Yellow gold stunner is custom designed by Mawad, featuring white and yellow diamonds,
pretty.
citrine accents. That's the November birthstone. I love citrine.
Love citrine.
And a honeycomb pattern. The nickname Honeybee was used by both Sid and late Joan Rivers for Kelly. Oh, I love that. And inspired the design. Sid did not know about the Joan Rivers connection beforehand, making it deeply serendipitous and an emotional
I got
moment.
chills.
Me too. Jewelry experts estimate the ring's value to be between $100,000 and $110,000. That's amazing.
Did you know where the engagement happened?
At
was
backstage
Yeah.
at
At
Ozzy's
Ozzy Osbourne's
final show.
It was her dad's final
dad's
show.
final show.
So special.
And literally, he has like 1 foot on the banana peel. So I'm so glad that he was able to do that final show. And how special that the daughter, she looks amazing, snatched to the gods. Oh, oh, oh.
I can't believe it. This is
Zambic,
crazy. Kelly and Sid have known each other since 1999. They've gone from pals to parents to partners. It's giving slow burn soulmate realness.
I know. I'm oohing and eyeing over the citrine
excited about
accents.
this.
Yeah, the honeycomb motif. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I love when like a ring that's meant forever is like so custom, right?
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah,
'Cause jewelry
You're
is so
making
personal.
an heirloom piece. You know how I feel about this.
Yes. Shout out Anna McElhenney. We love you.
We love you.
But yeah, jewelry is so important to people and it's so personal. It's like a wearable artwork essentially,
Yeah.
and it tells a story for
Well,
the
you
test
can
of
also
time.
pass it down.
Right.
That's that's exactly that's so important. Like
I helped make your engagement ring, right? With blue diamonds. Thank you very much.
how many things in life last forever?
Right. Love.
Not
love,
always.
and almost nothing else.
Right, true.
Right.
Except for a diamond ring.
Right. It's a rare marriage between fire and ice. Diamonds are forever. I love it. All right, moving on. Kelly Clarkson. Uh-oh.
I love Kelly Clarkson.
I love her too. She shocked OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. She shocked her fans just only 90 minutes before the curtain when she canceled opening night of her Las Vegas residency. The show, called Kelly Clarkson Studio Sessions, was set to debut at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace on July 4th. But after intense rehearsals strained her vocal cords, Kelly pulled the plug to avoid long-term damage. In a heartfelt message, she said she was devastated and promised the show, once healed, will be incredible. Ticket holders can hang on to their seats for the new dates and request a refund.
my gosh.
And Kelly plans to return to the stage next weekend. The residency runs through November, giving her plans plenty of chances to see the studio-style spectacular once she's back in action. This is a tough one, guys.
Because also too, I will say Kelly Clarkson really loves her people.
God.
She will work herself to death for her fans.
I will tell you, if you have a song out there and Kelly Clarkson covers that song, song's over. It's not yours anymore. Kelly Clarkson owns that song.
Yeah.
God, I mean, literally, she's the cover queen on the scene. She's amazing. When Kelly Clarkson won American Idol, she was the first one.
Yeah.
That was when our country, you can hold on to that.
No,
that was
I'm
when
gonna get at our friend up there.
our country was actually united. Everybody
Yeah, that's
agreed.
true.
And it was a
wow.
beautiful form of synergy when Kelly Clarkson won American Idol. I love this human being. So excited. So I think she made the right choice because, we want Forever Kelly. We definitely want Forever Kelly. She could have gone up there. She could have
And
gone up
given
there.
a crap show,
Or
and then people would have
lip-synced.
complained.
And
Yeah.
we know how these things work. It's vocal cords. Like, you need to be careful with that. Don't
Yeah.
be trying to belt it
That's
out when
her
you know that
business.
you need to rest.
And she's a belter, and she's like a hard singer. Like, she definitely, I'm glad that she took the time to make the right choice, because she could have phoned it in and it wouldn't have been great. This is a grand opening of a
You
Vegas
gotta
residency.
think, vocal cords for a singer, that's their equipment.
Yeah, that's what
You know?
Daddy's saying. Yeah.
So some of the fans were furious after flying in for a holiday weekend, but others applauded her for prioritizing her long-term health. Just here's a fun fact. Celine Dion famously canceled 50 shows in Vegas once due to a vocal injury.
It happens to the best of
Yeah.
them.
Bright side, Kelly said that the set is magic, and when she comes back to it, it'll be even. It'll be worth the wait. Cue Stronger on repeat.
Oh, doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. What a great song. So we love Kelly Clarkson. Addie,
Get
what's your take
better.
on this? Do you think she made the right choice?
I think she made the right choice. You know, my Mimi was an opera singer. So I grew up with her always singing and always really understanding how to take care of her vocal cords, having routines like hot water, lemon water, tea, all of the things. Like,
Yeah.
I was always around her being wary of her vocal cords. So I think she made the right choice. She's a professional, and also everyone knows what's best for them.
It's so funny that your Mimi is an opera singer, because my Mimi is Mariah Carey and her mom was
No,
an opera
she's
singer.
not.
So isn't that amazing?
Yes.
You don't know that?
Mimi is not Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that's her nickname. I don't think you knew that. It really, truly. Like, if
Oh,
you're,
I was thinking
are
of,
you a
like-
lamb? You're not a lamb.
Are you saying
I'm a
Mariah
lamb.
Carey?
Yeah, Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's mom was an opera singer, and that's
That
kind
I
of like
knew.
how she. Okay.
Okay.
Pulling you into speed here.
I thought you
All
were-
right, we'll
never mind.
segue over to that embarrassing report to Addie's rundown report. No, I love you, Mel. All right. You've scrolled around, you've snooped, but no one dives deeper into the drama like our queen of chaos. So excited. She's brave enough to go where the comments are messy, the takes are half-baked, and the usernames are probably fake. From Am I the A-hole, or What did I just read, or relationship advice, this is the segment where Reddit meets reality and reality cries in the corner. Addie is serving up sass, receipts, and emotional whiplash. What's on the agenda today, darling?
You guys, I'm going to have you guess which subreddit, and then I'm going to go switch the camera so they can see you while I read the story.
Okay. What subreddit do you think it is?
I'll go with my favorite. Am I the a-hole?
Okay, and I'm going to do relationship advice.
Correct.
Oh, I'm very excited for relationship.
Here's the TLDR.
Okay.
Before I go away, so you guys can think on it.
Okay.
Wife had been flirting with her coworker. She said she would stop, but it just happened again. Is there any future in this relationship? Dun 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 dun. dun.
Okay. Wife
flirting with her coworker.
and they probably already had a conversation.
Yeah. Is there a
I mean, it
future?
depends on what this profession kind of is. I kind of
Well,
want
what
to see
if-
what that looks.
wait.
Because if it's sales, you kind of have to get in there, kind of be kind of
Wait a
cute and
minute.
cheeky.
Wait a minute. What if the coworker is gay?
What if the coworker's gay
And they're
then they
not
feel-
actually flirting. They're just having fun
They're
and like
just
talking
having-
about clothes and
That's
fashion.
actually a really good point. So we're gonna have to get past the TLDR and
Ready?
get into the meat and the potatoes.
Yeah, what you got, Ate?
My wife and I have been married for slightly more than 3 years now. Last Christmas, I found she had been having a long conversation with a coworker of hers in which they were talking about having had sex multiple times and that they couldn't wait for the next one. The guy said he was going to book a hotel near their office right after Christmas.
Wait.
In this conversation, when he said he was looking forward to seeing my wife, she would reply with things like, I'm looking forward to much more than just seeing you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is not
You
what
get
I.
the idea.
Uh-huh.
Overly flirty and sexual.
Yeah.
When I confronted my wife, she denied the conversation existed. After deleting it, she showed me her phone to prove it didn't exist.
Yeah, but go in the deleted folder.
That's a crazy thing already. So crazy. But I had taken a few pictures. She then said it was all virtual and that they never did anything physical. To prove that she was right, she messaged her coworker in front of me, asking if he had booked the hotel. He replied, not yet. She then asked if he was really expecting them to meet, to which he replied negatively. She promised they would never talk again, and I agreed simply because I love her a lot and wanted to trust her. But in my mind, I wasn't completely sure she had been honest. For a few weeks, I must admit, I checked her phone a few too many times.
Mm-hmm.
So she changed her password, which I was fine with because I was probably being too paranoid. Wrong. You're being right. Follow your gut. This week, sorry, that was me, not
No,
the
you're
story.
good. Yeah, that was me too.
This week, I picked her phone up because I needed a code that had been sent to her phone number. I
like
didn't even need to unlock the
authenticator?
screen to get it. To my surprise, under the message with the code, there were other messages from the same guy. One of them was an audio. The second one was a shirtless photo of himself in front of a mirror. And the third one said, sweaty, and a few emojis with a
Ew.
tongue emoji.
Ew.
I confronted her since she had promised they wouldn't talk ever again, and she said he just wanted to show her he's going to the gym to show progress.
Does she think her husband's stupid?
I think, yeah.
But that the rest of the times they talk, it's just about work, and that this is just a coincidence, just a little coinkadank. I asked her to show me the rest of their messages, but she said she had mistakenly deleted their conversation history. Whoops. My wife says she's going to change this time, and that I never really forgave her, and that's why she kept talking to the guy. She says this time she's really going to stop, but I have a hard time believing it. Or even if she does stop, I do fear when things don't go so well between us, she'll just do it again. I really love her, but can't keep living like this. Is there any situation in which this can work?
Nope.
What would
Why are
you
you writing
do?
to Reddit? Just leave.
I
He's
hate
so
that we
in
jumped to that.
love.
I
He's so
know.
sad.
But this is bad. This is like blatant bad.
This is terrible. Like, girl, what? You don't even want to have any iota of an honest
She's
relationship?
not even a good liar.
I apologize. Married or boyfriend, girlfriend?
Married. 3
Married.
years.
My
6
wife
years.
and I have been married for
Holy-
slightly more than 3
3.
years now.
That's bad.
Wait a minute. Let's rewind. Did she show things like this before they got married and he just chose to
That's a
ignore
good
it?
question.
Someone said, dude, you're being so blind. Someone said he's not being blind. He doesn't want to believe. He had clear evidence they were
Love is blind.
effing back then already. And he latched into her excuses like a drowning man into a lifering. She's a serial cheater and who's likely going to change, who is unlikely going to change and has no reason to change, who doesn't need to make up excuses because OP is making them up for her.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Close
little
your
bit
eyes,
get
Sunshine
out
Bear.
disaster.
There's just so you guys know, there is an incoming update.
Oh yes.
Divorce.
Do you guys want to know the update?
Oh, yes,
Should
please.
we see some more comments first? Someone said gaslighting isn't real. You made it up because you are crazy. People
Oh
are mad
my
at
God.
Opie.
How do they know he has gas?
People are mad at Opie, I think, because of how blind he's being.
No, but you know what it
I
is?
feel for
I
him a
think
little.
frustrated.
People
yeah.
will say like when they're gaslighting others, they'll be like, "No, you must have a guilty conscience because you're doing it." No, girl, I
That's
saw your phone.
Like like people will say you're projecting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
projecting.
No,
I got the
literally saw
receipts.
evidence. I know, and you start
I'm
convincing
disappointed
yourself
in
you're
this young
delulu.
lady.
And then one comment that I do want to share says, I lived through this exact scenario, forgave my spouse, started a family. It happened several more times over many years, and now we have deeply hurt our kids as we finally divorced. I believed our relationship was different than most and that our love was unique and perfect. It wasn't. After a horrible year of grieving my marriage and healing from the betrayals of hiding from all the drama-hungry neighbors, I can tell you definitely that it gets better. Don't beat yourself up for trusting the person you vowed to wholly love. There's nothing instinctually wrong with you, and don't be afraid to walk away from people who tell you otherwise.
I really like that comment.
Yeah.
I'm glad they made that
You know what?
comment.
I think people too, because our society this day is such a throwaway society. So like when
you say break up on every Reddit report, so.
well, you know what I'm saying. Well, there's reasons.
I know,
why
but you're right.
But I think
there's
there's some
nuances and
people-
there's different times. Like
Right.
I think time, like long time, like let's say you're someone that's been with someone for like years.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those things where okay, if we've weathered like a bunch of storms together,
Right.
we might want to think about weathering a storm that most people might not try to weather.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like some people, because like, listen, Jim and I said for better, look, I'm doing this once. Him and I, that's it. You know, but I think there are a lot of people that are like that out there, and he may be the same way. I don't know.
There's going to be
I feel
somebody
bad
that's going
for
to
this
love
guy.
this person. So
Yeah.
what's the
So
update?
update. You were right. I ignored every single one of your comments and eventually caught my wife with the other man. So that's the TLDR of the update.
Oh no.
This is a tough pill to swallow, and I can't say I hadn't been warned.
Poor guy.
Many folks asked me to follow up with an update, so here it is, fresh from the oven. After reading every single comment of the Reddit post, my brain just couldn't overcome the catastrophe and the collapse of the world I had built for me, in which my wife is my love, my best friend and partner, as well as a person I admire the most. She was entirely perfect and made me happy for many years. I thought no couple in the world could have what we had. We were both very happy for a long time. We were both attractive. We were both inherently good. We had big hearts and were individually wildly successful in our careers. After the Reddit post, I moved to an Airbnb and eventually with family to think things through. It was a terrible time, but it psychologically helped me recover from a terrible mental state.
Yeah.
It coincided with the pandemic hitting very hard in my city. I caught the virus, which didn't help. During this time, we kept talking, and my wife was very sorry and continued saying they hadn't met. I knew it wasn't true, but was willing to forgive the woman of my dreams who continued being in the highest altar of my universe. Fast forward last Saturday morning, I went back to our place ready to forgive her and talk things through in the most mature way possible. And well, there she was. But I was the one who received the biggest surprise, to say the least. The guy was in my house, naked, and so was my wife. The guy from the messages, the guy from the pics, the one she said she didn't even like. I caught him hiding in my bathroom as my wife was putting her pajamas on. When I saw him hiding in my bathroom, he uttered, "Sorry, dude." For a second, I asked myself, is this where I kill him?
Yeah.
But I instantly replied, I got
No.
nothing against you. Because the guy was just nailing this hot woman. Even if he was doing so in a house full of pictures of me, pictures of our wedding and our families, pictures of my dead father who would be sad to see how the marriage he's witnessed was going to end. He has always
guy.
been the reason I try to make the world a better place. He passed away 2 months before our wedding. I'm sorry. I still love her to death, but I understand enough is enough. Even if my world collapses, I hope I can build a new one without lies and in which I'm not just a blind believer under an altar of a fake God.
You can do
Oh
this,
my
dude.
God.
Godspeed,
this
he
guy.
says.
He'll be okay.
He'll be okay.
But-
Someone
Oh,
said,
this poor guy.
Don't keep running back. No.
Someone said, sorry you had to experience this in the most extreme way possible by literally walking in on them naked together, but great exposure when almost any reaction would have been justified.
Well, I mean, it's the universe.
maybe he
I hate
needed
to
to
cut you
see
off,
that.
Addie, but
No,
it's the
go for it.
universe literally giving you so many signs. It's going to smack you in the face with the reality, and that's what he walked
that's true.
into. And he needed that
Absolutely.
moment to be like, "Hey, I'm glad that he still is going to go on his own
He's
route."
clearly the type that had to see to believe.
Yeah.
And the universe said, all right,
Yeah.
buddy, we tried for you, but if you got to see to believe, we're going to show you.
Oh my gosh!
God.
Watch how Stella got her groove back.
Yes.
Oh my God!
my
That
God.
Angela Bassett scene with the cigarette and throwing it into the
In
car.
the- yeah, in the
Not
clothes
gonna
and the-
cry.
Okay, we need to add that
Oh
to
my
my
God.
list.
Yes.
Oh, let's add that to the list.
Add
To
it
the
to
list.
his list.
Okay. So that was a
Addie's
good
list.
Reddit story, guys. Let us know your thoughts on that
Yeah.
one.
That poor guy. I feel like
I
we need
had to
this
share it
guy
when I saw
on
it
the
because
show.
I was like, dang, this
It's
person
really-
needs some sunny advice, a little bit of,
Yeah.
validation.
Yes.
Tell us in comments. I mean, has anyone ever had this happen to the? I mean, we won't put your business on the street, but put it in comments somehow, like, in code.
This poor guy.
Speaking of comments, court is in session now. Who's presiding today? It's the Sunnies, our sharpest, sassiest, and most opinionated jury on this side of the internet. We're bringing headlines and this kind of, is this news? Is it not? Is it chaos wrapped in a taco? Let's see.
It is Tuesday.
Yes, it is Tuesday. We're going to breeze through these real quick and make sure that we can get through this. So this first is July 8th. The skies over Cape Canaveral witnessed a breathtaking goodbye as the space shuttle Atlantis launched for the final time.
Oh, man.
Mission STS-135 wasn't just another trip to the International Space Station. It was a grand finale of NASA's 30-year space shuttle program. With a crew of just 4, the smallest shuttle crew since the early 80s, Atlantis delivered essential supplies to the ISS and closed out an era of American spaceflight. With poise, precision, and plenty of emotion. This launch marked the end of NASA sending astronauts to space from the U.S. soil until the rise of commercial crews years later. Atlantis now lives at the Kennedy Space Center, retired but forever iconic.
Oh, my God. Atlantis flew 33 missions and racked up over 126 million miles.
Good gracious. That's like an old school station wagon.
You know what? It orbited the Earth nearly 5,000 times.
Did it have the wood trim?
I think it had the wood trim. Oh my! Who was
The
on that final
crew: Chris Ferguson, Doug Hurley, Sandra Mangus. We love her, Sandra. And Rex Wallenheim. Don't know him. Hope he's nice. True legends who carried the weight of history on their shoulders. This is very interesting that this happened. Is this news?
I think so.
I'm not space.
A spaceship's
Is it-
last flight.
Sorry that I had to press some buttons, but
okay.
in case I just had a question.
Yeah.
Is this something it just happened, or we're
It
remembering
happened in
history?
2011.
It happened in 2011, so that was the last space shuttle. They're now bringing the space shuttle on display, so that's what the opening ceremony is for. Yeah.
I say yeah because anything with space and stuff, it's like
Space and stuff. That's exactly where I file it too.
Space
right?
and planets and stars is news.
yes, it's. I think so.
I mean, it's historic. I guess I gotta
think,
say it's news. I mean, it's not like my kind of news, but whatever.
well, my kind of favorite news is Bravo
You have
News,
to
but-
make news for all the people.
Right, which is so important. Hey, in Campo, Spain, one woman just cracked a world record wide open. Maria Jose Fuster now holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest egg cup collection on Earth. Her
Wow.
total is a dizzying 15,485 cups. After 50 years of collecting and categorizing a cherished each piece,
Oh my
Guinness
God.
officially recognized her achievement as the news hatched its way into headlines on July 7th, 2025. From ceramic chickens to hand-painted minis,
Wow.
Maria's egg cup empire is a true labor of love, providing the passion, patience, and a little yolk can go a long way.
Oh,
Wow.
What do we think?
it took 5
This
decades
is
to build.
not news at all.
Not news at all. Nope, not at all. Not even a little bit.
And skip.
If you displayed one egg cup per day, it would take you over 42 years to show them all off. I mean, it's an incredible collection, right?
So what
Why
about?
would you display one at a time? Let's get it over with.
Yeah, just show the whole lot.
Show
Let's-
me the whole lot,
She's
please.
like, get it over with.
We need a kids
All right,
museum in St.
Sunnies,
Augustine. Bring that
in
here.
comments, do you collect things? What is your favorite thing to collect?
Also, people do. I will say, people love these egg cups.
Yeah.
To the collectors out there, tell us about the thing you collect, and
Yeah.
especially if you have an interest in these egg cups. I want to know
One-
why.
Did you guys collect things as a kid? Did you have something that you collected?
yes.
I used to collect like Gator memorabilia because I was a gymnastics Gators fan.
Oh, cool. Okay, so that was like your thing. How about you?
Tiff did the trolls. What did I collect? Oh, when I was
Regret.
younger, I did.
Oh, also I had a
I
very
had
nice.
porcelain dolls.
I had an American
Remember
Girl
those?
doll collection of which I still maintain
Which
a little bit.
one? We have Elizabeth in our family. Who do you have?
I had an Elizabeth and a Nellie and a Rebecca.
We might
Okay.
have Nellie. I think Nellie's
I think
new.
there was a Kaylee that we
Yeah,
had.
Molly is another one out
I
there.
collected like Care Bears and remember porcelain dolls,
So
the
mine,
creepy ones.
and I was literally obsessed. And it's somewhere. It's either at my mom's house. I can't find it. My whole collection of Garbage Pail Kids. You guys,
Garbage.
I'm obsessed. I still have
Garbage Pail Kid
t-shirts.
cards.
I'll wear my Garbage Pail Kid t-shirt on the show. It's my favorite t-shirt. I love it so much. Yes, I love Wavy Davy. That was mine. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I loved Garbage Pail Kids growing
You guys
up.
remember Garbage Pail Kids? Put
So
it in comments.
much. They were so cool. They were like these grotesque Cabbage Patch Kids, essentially.
Yeah.
And it was like
Interesting.
collector's cards back in the
And
day.
That's fun.
The
And
guy
so
who
cool.
invented Garbage Pail Kids, he got sued by the Cabbage Patch Company.
Oh, I didn't know
By
that.
Xavier, the guy who stole the Cabbage Patch concept from the original woman who made it.
Mel, write this story. Let's do
Yes.
this story on the show. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I watched the movie about it.
Oh,
There
send
was
it
like
my
a
way.
show. The woman who started Cabbage Patches and how she did it was great. And then he stole the guy Xavier that signed he signed the butts of the Cabbage Patch dolls.
Appreciate it.
He flipped it over to what it is, and then they saw somebody from the baseball card company. What's the
Topps.
name? Thank you. Topps saw an in for taking the Cabbage Patch dolls, making them slimy and really grotesque, the complete opposite.
Defacing them.
But then when it went well, Xavier, who stole the Cabbage Patch theme, he went after them and they had to like shut it down.
I'm going to tell you, you lost me in that story, but that's amazing. No, it was good. No, that was, but that's
You're
a great
welcome.
story of history there. All right, let's get through this. Addie and I have a meeting in about 5 minutes. So quickly, a jaw-dropping $9 million vacant property just hit the market in Palm Valley, making it the most expensive undeveloped commercial lot in all of St. Johns County.
Wow, I believe it.
Located at 1 and 3 North Roscoe
that's
Boulevard.
Roscoe is where it's the place to be,
You
and
guys.
it's tricky.
You go
It
under the
literally-
bridge and go around.
And yeah, and like you literally clutch your pearls as you're driving by because it is the
houses
most.
are beautiful.
Oh my God, you guys, it's
Do you guys ever eat at that
gorgeous.
restaurant out there? What's it called? Fish camp. There's a
one
fish camp.
The one
Fish
under
camp.
the bridge?
Yeah, yeah.
That's Palm Valley.
Palm Valley.
But there's, or that's Palms.
there's
either way,
Valley
there's
Smoke. Valley Smoke is over there
Valley
too.
Smoke's
Yes.
over there,
So
and
under the
Barbara
bridge is
Jean's.
different. The one I'm talking about is off Roscoe, so it's like you're kind of pulling into a
By
house.
Barbara Jean's?
Yes, it
Yeah.
has got to be by Barbara.
Yeah, it
that
is.
honestly, it is such
I
a.
love the
Oh my God, you
Barbara
guys.
All of
that
those
is-
restaurants, go check them out. Wow, the lizard.
Oh,
okay.
it is drooling. So, zoned for high-end commercial use, the listing offers a blank canvas for luxury shops, restaurants, and office space right in the heart of booming corridor. It sells anywhere near asking. It could redefine the future of Palm Valley's retail landscape. Mel, what's up? What are the talking points?
It's not just pricey, it's historic. This is the highest list price ever recorded for a vacant commercial property in our county. It's 2 prime lots that span 212 feet of water frontage. So it's not just a view, it's a statement.
What was the address? It's 1 and I got it.
3?
1 and 3 North Roscoe.
1
I'm going to
and
find
3
out that
North
price.
Roscoe.
Addie, when's the last time you've been up there?
I guess probably like over like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's so special.
But I used to, when I worked over there, a lot of my clients lived on Roscoe. So when I would go, hang out, or I'd go on the boat, and it's such a fun little lifestyle over there. Everyone has boats. They're on the canals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of houses you literally will never see as a human that lives in this county unless you're on a boat on
You're
these
right.
particular canals.
So you ready for this listing price?
Yeah.
Approximately $8.9 million. And this is just
And you
for
gotta
the property.
develop it.
And you have to develop it.
There's
on top of
nothing on it.
That's it. Golly, could you imagine? Could you
Crazy.
imagine just
It's crazy.
sitting on
and
that?
the reason it gets to be like that is because if you do develop it and put shopping centers there, you could have, in theory, a Lululemon outlet.
True. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Because if we're talking about the audience that you are serving out there,
Yes.
you can have
a
some
bad
high
idea. All right,
end
Addie.
Speak
store
that into an
boutiques.
existence, Addie. I want one. Yes. Oh, my God. So, judge and the jury, is this newsworthy?
I
Go
think
with yes, because you guys know I love the real estates.
Yeah.
I think it's news because there's not that many spaces to
It
build
was
things
historical.
in the county, and it's historical.
It is historical. All right,
say
it's
yes.
news. Then we're
Because
moving
it made
on.
history,
Very,
that's why.
very good. All right, Sonnies, grab your hearts and your halos because we're going to segue into Smash, Marry, Ghost because it's time to play the game where love is fleeting, lust is loud, and ghosting is just a good strategy.
My turn.
Love it.
Welcome to Smash, Marry, Ghost.
My turn.
It's the segment where we take 3 names, put them in the hot seat, and you decide who's getting the late night text, who's getting the keys to the castle, and who gets left on red forever.
Oh, my God, I love
No
this.
wrong answers, no safe celebs, just good old gut instincts.
I love it. And slightly inappropriate. Go ahead.
And slightly inappropriate, honestly. Yeah. So buckle up, babes, because today I've got 3 historical people to follow suit with Davy's boring setup that he's been giving us with all the questions.
Oh, the quizzes have been
There we
so
go.
bad.
First option, we have Alexander Hamilton. I'm going to hit the button. I'll be right back.
All right.
Actually, I'll tell you. Alexander Hamilton, Benjamin Franklin, and Benedict Arnold. You're going to need a lesson.
Benedict Arnold.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
Ben Franklin, he had the kite, right? Ben Franklin, so hot back then. Was Ben Franklin hot? Question mark. Enter.
Benedict
No.
Arnold, didn't he get in trouble for treason?
Probably. Did he start the Eggs Benedict?
No, what?
No.
I don't know. You
Love
might
a
be
holiday.
Fun
Days.
facts, because we have a meeting. I have to hurry.
No, you're good. 26.
Whew. Okay. So Alexander Hamilton, Caribbean origin, born out of wedlock on Nevis in the Caribbean. His early life was fraught with hardship. By age 13, he was orphaned and working on the St. Croix, writing a storm account so compelling locals raised money to send him to school in the colonies. He was founding New York. Was a founding New York media person. He launched the New York Evening Post,
Okay.
which is now the New York Post, in 1801.
Oh.
He used it to bury political enemies and even to publish news of his own son's death. He was a serial duelist. He famously dueled Aaron Burr, but that was his 12th attempted duel.
That's right.
Hamilton was accident-prone, dramatic, and duel-obsessed. There's a couple secret sex scandals also that he had.
Yeah, he was a stupper.
He had an affair with Maria Reynolds, the first political. That's like the first sex scandal of U.S.
my.
history.
Yeah.
So, then we have Benny Frank is what I like to call him. Benny Frank.
Ben Franklin.
And he was vegetarianism and air baths. At 16, he went vegetarian until he missed fish too much, and later took air baths by sitting nude by an open window to stay healthy.
Oh.
Air baths.
Wow, good for air bath.
He was the inventor of
Ew,
swim
stinky.
fins. A young Franklin crafted wooden hand paddles to swim faster. An early prototype for swim fins.
Oh, cute, like little floaties.
He was a silent prankster. To get published in his brother's newspaper, he wrote under the pseudonym Silence Dogood, a lonely widow so convincing she started receiving marriage proposals.
Oh my gosh.
Flatulence philosopher, he penned a satirical essay on improving the odor of flatulence. Classic Frank, pun intended, Franklin humor.
Okay.
I don't get it. the
Okay.
pun.
Well, he was funny.
Firefighter, librarian, Gulfstream pioneer. Started America's first volunteer fire company, founded the Library Company of Philadelphia, and mapped the Gulf Stream. So that's
Okay.
all,
He's got a
Mr.
selection.
Benny Frank. Benedict Arnold was the hero turned heel, originally a revolutionary superstar, leading in Ticonderoga, Quebec, where he was wounded, Lake Champlain, and Saratoga, and hailed as most enterprising and dangerous by the British.
Oh.
Political slights. He denied promotions and passed over by Congress. He grew resentment, helping fuel his betrayal. He was a smuggler and duel enthusiast. Before the war, he was a merchant and rum smuggler, and even dueled a British sea captain in Honduras over an insult. So Benedict Arnold's kind of fun.
Yeah, he was kind of like
He also got in trouble for
not
treason,
afraid to like
but
put his
acquitted.
face in the fire. All right, Mel, who are you going here?
I'm going to marry Ben Franklin because he's a little silly.
Yeah.
Doing little silly things.
Uh-huh.
I am going to smash Benedict Arnold.
Okay.
And I am going to ghost Hamilton.
Oh.
that-
Any particular reason why you want to ghost Hamilton?
I just feel like I'd
had
rather
a lot
just
of
have
affairs.
fun. He's got a lot of affairs going on. I don't have time for that shenanigans and nonsense.
Yeah, that's true. I am going to agree with you on marrying Ben Franklin, but I'm going to smash Benedict because I like a little wild side in the bedroom. That sounds like fun. And he sounds like he would be interested in some
extracurricular activities.
one leg on the dresser. So
Wow.
that's good. Alexander Hamilton. No, he's been stripping too much. I feel like he's got an STD. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something with the face. I don't like the look. Yeah.
So for me, I am assuming that they all, even though maybe they weren't made as public as Alexander's, I'm going to assume that all of them were all having some STDs and we're all doing all kinds of shenanigans that did not maybe make the public scene.
Right.
So as far as that goes, I happen to just love, and this is on the brain also because me and my little brother are jamming to Alexander Hamilton right now where he's listening, he's getting into it.
My Shot. Great song.
So we've been listening to it. So this was on my brain. But I really like Hamilton, even though he sucks, you know?
Yes.
Like, I love that he was such a hardworking writer, young ambition. I love the song Satisfied. I love that he's in love with his wife's sister. Like,
Right?
wow. So I feel like I would have to smash him. I can't marry him. He's still a jerkhead.
Yeah.
I kind of think I want to marry Benny Frank.
I
Okay.
see that for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the air baths and the vegetarianism.
Yeah.
I like that we've accepted fish too now. We're like, what happens? Let's add a little fish into the diet.
Right.
You know, cool.
Clean up the fart.
Cool.
Yeah.
And like silent prankster. And you know what? Yeah, someone's got to help everybody with their stinky farts. So
I
thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you, Benny
Addie.
Frank. And goodbye, Benny Arnold.
So you guys got to put your Smash Mary Ghost in comments right now. That is really good. And you know who makes people feel good is Panache. Ready to feel like the main character? Step inside Panache, where the glam isn't just a service, it's a lifestyle, baby. Since 1987, this Aveda salon has been dishing out the high vibes and higher cheekbones with every cut, color, and contour. I'll be there on Friday. Their artists aren't just stylists, they're dream makers from scalp to soul, and bring the crew turning into what you need and dialing up all the magic all the way up. They're incredible. So go to getpanache.com and what?
Get with it, boo.
That's right. All right, Sunnies. That is the final glitter dust on today's Sunsplash Circus. My bronzed up babes of brilliance. We've decoded dessert and real estate drama, dodged emotional seagulls, and twirled through tea hotter than your steering wheel at 3 o'clock p.m. So as you sashay into your sunset with one sandal on, 3 notifications pending, and a heart full of mischief, remember, you're not just soaking up sun rays. You're the reason why sunglasses exist, baby. Shine bright, you crazy diamonds. I love you guys so much. We'll see you
you in the
back
morning.
bright and early, 9 a.m. Bye,
Bye,
Sunnies.
guys.